Hi Libra, I'm Jude. Welcome to your weekly reading. Libra, this is a reading for the week of the 5th of May. And to start with, we'll look at what your overarching energy is, and then we'll get into the week of the 5th. Okay, and Libra, if you're happy to like and subscribe, I really appreciate that support for the channel. It does help, so thank you. Let's get going. A little bit of overwhelm happening here. A little bit of, I can't see where I'm going. I'm working hard, but it's unclear. 10 of Wands and the Devil card together are a bit of a tough energy. It's like there's a sense of overwhelm with this, and a lack of clarity is the vibe of these cards. Now, obviously, these are general Libra, and this may or may not resonate for you, but that's what I can see in these two cards. It's like you're working hard, you're carrying a huge load, but there's a sense of feeling a little bit stuck. And, you know, the gift of the Devil card is patterns that aren't good for us often get brought to the surface for us to see. So, but you're at that tipping point here where it's like, I'm doing everything I can do, but it's getting a bit hard here. All right, let's have a look at the week of the 5th of May, Libra, and we'll see what the cards have got. 7 of Cups. A choice is looming. 7 of Cups says too, it can be quite an emotional process for us. There might be a lot swirling around here. Page of Swords, thank goodness. News is coming in. 6 of Wands. The Moon. Still a little bit of a lack of clarity. Okay. High Priestess. You may have a Pisces person around you because the Moon and the High Priestess are both quite lunar energies. 10 of Swords under the deck. Yeah, this is a tough little cycle, I want to say. And 10s are often about things coming to a completion. So there is a choice here, and there's this option of a choice, but there's a lot of thinking here, a lot of brainstorming different ideas, what to choose, what to pick. And there is this overarching kind of feeling of a lack of clarity about which way to go, and almost getting sick of thinking about it is the feeling here with that 10 of Swords. It's like, I'm done thinking about this. I don't want to think about this anymore. But it does feel like there's some sort of information or clarification that comes in. And in yourself, it's a recognition of your skills. This 6 of Wands is a card of victory and success. So I feel like hold the line. If there's competition or things going on around you, the 6 of Wands is a very positive indicator. But you're really trying to kind of figure out what the best choice for yourself is. What's real, what's not, what's true, what's an illusion, what do you really want? Because it feels like you're trying to find a balance here, and there's a little bit of push-pull going on, Libra. Now, the High Priestess would encourage you to tap into your vibe. You're actually not being asked to look at it from an analytical perspective. The cards are suggesting look at it from a very intuitive, because the 7 of Cups does the same. It says, what does your gut tell you? What's good for your soul? The High Priestess says, what's this feel like in your body? What's your soul sense telling you here? And, you know, the Moon card says we need to look beneath the surface. Now, this is Piscean energy, as the High Priestess often is too. So there is a very strong energy of Pisces around you. As I said, though, these are general, so this may or may not resonate. But let's ask, what will help you? What will help Libra this week? And just as I looked at the time on the clock then, it was 4:44. It's finding your stability, your balance, as you navigate this, because there's a situation here where it feels like there is a choice to be made, but it's quite confusing. So what will help you? What will help Libra? Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Yeah. So it does feel like an offer gets made to you. And this is our first sign of you thinking about this. The Knight of Swords is an evolution from this page where it says, speak your truth, you know, consider what this might be. It's a very extroverted energy where you communicate how you feel, because we've got the Knight of Cups here. So there's some emotion showing up, but there's a communication around this. So it's discussing it, sharing the ideas, sharing your thoughts, sharing your truth is the feeling here, because you feel very clear now. I'm pleased to see this Ace of Swords turn up for you. And the Page of Pentacles says there's a sense with this, an appreciation of something very practical. It may be, look, if this was a work situation, it might be that there's an offer gets put on the table for you. Maybe you need to do some more study or a further qualification for your work, because the Ace of Swords is mental activity, and you've got these couple of swords here that say there's an evolution in this. So it feels like your thinking evolves this week from being quite wiped out and I don't want to think about this anymore to let's talk about it, let me tell you how I feel, what I'm thinking, and there's a conversation and a discussion that leads to the clarity and the also self-appreciation, I want to say. It's a little bit of a bumpy road, a little bit of unclear energy as you work through this, Libra, is what I can see. And it seems to sit in and around you finding value and balance in your life and the clarity to find your decision, and the way through that to that clarity is by having the conversations and sharing your thoughts, so that it evolves in a loving way, so that you can end this overwhelm and find the path. Finding the path through communication. That might be the heading of your video. All right, I hope you have a beautiful week. Bye from me.